host of Muslim leaders in Boya have officially paid a courtesy visit to Royal Television. Out of Cameroon, and according to the World Health Organization, at least 13 children have been killed following a strike on a hospital in Sudan. In sports, in a bold and potentially transformative move, FIFA is pushing for greater gender inclusion in football by encouraging policies that promote women into frontline coaching roles. Details of these stories and more on this program, News Hour on Royal Television. We'll be right back. Dear viewers, you're welcome to News Hour on Royal Television, first edition for the week. We are beaming live from Boya. My name is Frida Leina. As we told you in one of our top stories, the Imam of the Boya Central Mosque, Alhaji Mohammed Abubakar, and a host of other Muslim community leaders have officially paid a courtesy visit to Royal Television here in Boya. Honorin Cheng tells us that the Come and Greet initiative was a show of solidarity. Her report.
Heads of the Muslim community in Boya, Southwest region, have paid an impromptu visit to Royal Television. As show of love and solidarity, the leaders gathered from diverse mosques in the town of Boya to commune with the Royal Television family and also bless the new office site that hosts a multi-purpose project. During the courtesy visit, the Imam of the Boya Central Mosque, Alhaji Mohammed Abubakar, used the opportunity to thank the founder, Alhaji Buba Sali, for such a laudable initiative. In his opinion, the TV station not only comes as a blessing to the Muslim community, but it also comes as an avenue to educate the Boya population and its environs. Their visit, it should be noted, happened recently during the early hours of the live TV newscast presented by Frida Leina in the presence of the news crew team. This come together happened over the weekend that saw the end of the 30 days feast of Ramadan.
Many thanks, Honorin Cheng. Still within the feast of the Ramadan, Muslim faithful in Fako division of the Southwest region recently gathered at the Boya Central Mosque to share a common meal offered them by the Royal Abdu of Fako, Ahiru Isa. The dinner, as Honorin Cheng indexes, is a yearly ritual that seeks to promote love, unity and solidarity amongst them. Follow us in this report.
Ahiru Isa, the Royal Aldo for Fako Division, recently organized a come-together amongst Muslim faithful in Boya that saw both leaders and the layman to share a common meal in solidarity. The ritual, which always follows after the break of the 30 days fasting period for Muslims, is a show of unity, love and oneness, as the Aldo emphasizes.
en jamɗi en jamɗora en gibo en palmeɗen alhamdulillah wato ɗum waddanta en narral ɓe kawral hoore nden bo dede kawral ngal ngal nodduɗen ngal wala leñol kala leñi pat no embitama en kawra be leñi fu en sewdo en jooɗo jomde jamde leddi meɗen en tora bo jonde jamde leddi kawru meɗen ɗum waɗi anju waɗi unity men kanju waɗi kawruɗen ɗo.
His Royal Highness the Ardo of Fako, in the name of Ardo Ahiru Isa, he said he has gathered people here for this special Barakah Salah because of the unity, love among the people of Fako. We have fasted for 30 days. We have worshipped. He has thanked Allah specially for that, and he has gathered people here to share a common meal.
During the dinner, Ahiru Isa, the royal Aldo of Fako, cautioned the youthful population to be mindful of their behavior and be of upbeat character.
Do leñol komi umrata leñol kam alhamdulillah gomani wato en godi kuje tudde de jeeten jahay amma to en kawri ko nde fu wato nde kawruɗen fu en jiya laf dede wato hunde nde yahanayi en darano en boɗɗini tande do en jihita yeeso ɗo on arande ɗiɗi bo en ji en godi derke meɗen wato ɓe dareten no gaɗeten boɗɗinen joɗoɗe ɓe maɓɓe jam wato ɓe kuuda ɓe ɓiɓɓe leddi kala leñol fu en kuuda jam ɓe muɓɓe kañum on ɗo on ko torotoɗen ɗo on message mi yerɓanta kala komoye fu nde leddi Fako nde leddi Salwa in general.
His Royal Highness says the message he is sending home, he has two key points to send to the entire community. First and foremost, he said he wants to talk to the youths in general, that their behavior in the societies matters a lot, and that they should be their brothers keepers, and they should equally be a role model.
In the presence of the Imam of Boya, Alhaji Mohammed Abubakar, and the host of religious dignitaries, the royal Aldo likewise emphasized the need for living together in a nation like Cameroon.
And he has equally talked about unity, that we should live, we should be one another's brother's keeper. That is, the government is talking about living together, that the Mbororo community should live together with all the other communities here in Fako division and the Southwest region in general, and Cameroon as a whole, that we should all live as one. And he prays that Cameroon should be one and an indivisible nation.
Despite his numerous expectations, the Aldo for Fako, Ahiru Isa, is poised that unity and love will always be a catalyst for the promotion of culture. To him, we need to strive to become one another's keeper.
That was the visit of the Royal Abdu of Fako, Ahiru Isa, visiting the Boya Central Mosque on the occasion of the Feast of the Ramadan. Still within the Feast of the Ramadan, Muslim faithful of Munya have been enjoined to practice the virtues of peace and togetherness. The appeal was made by the chief of Muslim community in Munya, Saki Sule Mohamadu Musa, during the celebration which took place last weekend at the government primary school field. Sharon Tita has the details.
The feast of Ramadan in Munya was a vibrant explosion of color and spirituality, with Muslim faithful rocking stunning attire that screams unity, peace and togetherness. The celebration marked the end of 30 days of fasting, a period of self-reflection, moral growth and spiritual rejuvenation. The chief of the Muslim community, Saki Mohamadu Musa, was honored for his outstanding service to the community by the Grace to Grace Foundation. Following the recognition, the Central Imam of Munya Court area appealed to the administration for support, highlighting challenges faced by the Muslim community. He equally wished the traditional rulers a happy feast of Ramadan.
And so I wish all the people, all the children from Munya Court area, I wish everything Barika de Salah. You know, a second class chief of Upper Munya, I wish you to happy Barika de Salah. Today a very wonderful day for we Muslims. We won't fast for 30 days, we don't end on today. And inshallah, a day for celebration. I wish everybody happy Barika de Salah.
After the celebration, Muslim faithful emphasized that they are living with the message of peace.
Be humble and to take care of everybody. And what about the respect? We need to have respect for ourselves before the others. At times we don't even respect ourselves before some other people.
As the feast of Ramadan came to a close, the echoes of unity, peace and love lingered, a reminder of the power of faith and community.
Away from the feast of the Ramadan, let's talk tourism and leisure, where the Cameroon International Tourism Fair has wrapped up in Limbe with the call for stakeholders to encourage investments and policies that ensure sustainable and inclusive tourism in Africa. The three-day event that ended over the weekend focused on bringing tourism stakeholders and the population together for a common purpose. Natalie Chuma has the details.
Allahu Akbar.
For over 3 days, government officials, delegates, stakeholders and participants connected through a colorful event rich in art and cultural displays, workshops, exhibition of goods, speeches and awards ceremony. The attendees made use of their friendship, presence and opportunities to strengthen this year's edition of the Cameroon International Tourism Fair. Objectives of the event feature the promotion of tourism as a catalyst for sustainable development, showcasing tourism's role in fostering economic growth, job creation and poverty reduction, encourage investment and policies that ensure sustainable and inclusive tourism in Africa. The promoter of the Cameroon International Tourism Fair, Ayo Kagata, highlighted that the event aligns itself with government policies on sustainable tourism, inclusive growth and community empowerment. She enjoins participants to build circuits of connectivity, strengthen their shared branding as well as modernize their destination management. The Minister of Tourism and Leisure, while launching the Cameroon International Tourism Fair, reminded the population of the importance of tourism to a nation and reassured the organizers of the government's support of such initiative.
Nous avons des possibilités, nous avons une diversité culinaire, nous avons une diversité culturelle, nous avons une diversité écologique, agroécologique, une diversité faunique.
It is worth noting that the event, hosted in the seaside resort town of Limbe, is well selected as the Limbe plays host to numerous touristic sites like the Black Sandy Beaches, Mount Cameroon, the Bimbia Slave Route, Alfred Seika Monument, the war graves of the Botanical Garden, as well as the Limbe Wildlife Center.
Let's now go international, where the world today marks World Meteorological Day 2026 with a strong call for improved environmental monitoring systems to better protect lives and strengthen resilience against climate-related disasters. And at least 13 children have been killed following a strike on a hospital in Sudan, according to the World Health Organization. The attack highlights the worsening humanitarian crisis as violence continues to devastate healthcare services and endanger civilians, particularly vulnerable children. Details with Nanga Sonia.
A strike on a hospital in Sudan has killed 64 people and wounded 89 others, the World Health Organization said Saturday, with 13 children counted among the dead. World Health Organization Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus say the attack on Friday hit El Dain Teaching Hospital in the state capital of East Darfur, adding that enough blood has been spilled and it was time to stop the nearly 3-year conflict ravaging Sudan. The hospital was struck, killing at least 64 people, including 13 children, 2 female nurses, 1 male doctor, and multiple patients. Sudanese rights group Emergency Lawyers reported that the hospital was hit by an army drone strike. The paramilitary Rapid Support Forces dominate the vast Darfur region in western Sudan, while Sudan's army is in control of the east, center, and the north. The hospital is now non-functional due to the extensive damage which occurred. Tedros Ghebreyesus say the World Health Organization is supporting local health partners to help fill urgent gaps by scaling up capacity at other health facilities, including by increasing capacity to treat the injured and deploying trauma care supplies and essential medicines. RSF-controlled El Dain has been regularly attacked by the Sudanese army, which is trying to push the paramilitaries back towards its Darfur strongholds and away from Sudan's central corridor. Its most recent strike on the city's market earlier this month set fire to oil barrels that burned for hours. The army say attacking service and health facilities is a persistent practice and a daily activity of these terrorist militia. As a result of Friday's tragedy, the total number of people killed in attacks on healthcare in the conflict has now passed 2,000. The World Health Organization site showed 2,036 people have now been killed in 213 of such attacks. Across the country, the war has killed tens of thousands and driven more than 11 million people from their homes. It is fueled what the UN describes as the world's largest displacement and hunger crisis, with more than 33 million people in need of humanitarian aid. More than 100 suspected jihadis have been freed in Mali under a deal to halt attacks on fuel convoys that had paralyzed the capital, Bamako. Since September, the Al-Qaeda-affiliated group for the support of Islam and Muslims had repeatedly targeted tanker convoys, causing acute fuel shortages. A local elected official confirmed the release of more than 100 jihadists in exchange for the opening of a corridor to allow convoys of tanker lorries to pass through. Several security sources say the truce will hold until Muslim festival of Eid al-Adha, Tabaski, at the end of May. Members of the Fulani ethnic group, often conflated with jihadists, they've also been released. Landlocked Mali has faced a deep security crisis since 2012, with violence from Al-Qaeda and Islamic State affiliates alongside criminal gangs. Celebrated every year on March 23, World Meteorological Day highlights the vital role of weather and climate services in society. This year's theme, Observing Today, Protecting Tomorrow, underscores the importance of continuous environmental monitoring in an era of increasing climate uncertainty. According to the World Health Meteorological Organization, accurate and timely data collected through satellite weather stations and ocean buoys is essential for forecasting extreme weather events, from floods and droughts to heat waves and storms. Experts say data not only saves lives through early warning systems, but also supports key sectors like agriculture, aviation, and disaster management. In regions like Central Africa, where communities are increasingly vulnerable to climate shocks, improved observation systems are seen as critical tools for adaptation and sustainable development. The day also serves as a reminder of the growing need for investment in meteorological infrastructure and technology, especially in developing countries. Strengthening these systems can help governments and communities make informed decisions, reduce economic losses, and better prepare for future environmental changes and challenges.
Let's now talk sports in this newscast, where the Southwest Regional League continues to deliver thrilling moments as teams intensify competition in a race for crucial points. Match day 2 of the competition recorded a total of 33 goals and just 1 draw. Nguni Sonita gives us an overview of match day 2 of the Southwest Regional League. Take a listen.
Match day 2, newcomer Summer Sports Academy put up a spirited performance against Boya City FC at the Moliko Mil Sports Stadium. Boya City opened the scoring in the first half, taking early control of the game. However, Summer Sports responded strongly after the break, finding a well-deserved equalizer in the second half. The encounter seems headed for a draw until late drama unfolded. Deep into stoppage time, Boya City netted a decisive goal, securing a hard-fought 2-1 victory and all 3 points.
Fortunate that we started training late. We have trained for basically for 1 week. We trained for 1 week before the first game. Now it's rather unfortunate that we lost the first game. We were prepared to come in for the second game stronger than ever before. Yeah, you are very correct. During the first segment, we dominated the game to an extent, we'll say 90%. But during the second segment, my guys, delayed instead of progressing with the ball. Instead, they were playing behind. Instead of passing through the flank to make a cross and get the goal, we were playing behind rather. Because of God, as we planned that this match today was the must-win game, and God answered our prayers.
Despite the defeat, Summer Sport dominated the closing stages of the match, creating numerous scoring opportunities. However, poor finishing ultimately denied them a positive result.
Well, actually, what I would say is football is actually difficult because it demands a lot of elements to put things in place to make it work. So it has to do with sacrifices and determination, confidence, hard work. The match of today is actually an eye-opening for us, and we have been able to see the lapses and some weaknesses playing against a tough side, Boya City. But notwithstanding, we try to make things happen. At one time, the players lose concentration in front of the goal as we lost so many chances. And it happened that we take over the game as well in the second half, but we were unable to score. I want to believe that football being a difficult thing, something that you have to always go back to your drawing board. We'll go back there and see how we can put things in place and let things work out in our second match.
Where match day 2 of the Southwest Regional League produced an impressive 33 goals with 10 wins and just 1 draw recorded. Notably, both Kamjo Sports Academy and Kumba Lakers delivered standout performances, each scoring 5 goals in a single match. As the competition heats up, fans can expect even more excitement in the coming fixtures.
Still in sports and in a bold and potentially transformative move, FIFA is pushing for greater gender inclusion in football by encouraging policies that promote women into frontline coaching roles, signaling a shift from boardroom representation to direct influence on the pitch. Details of the story with Kusona Claudia Voma.
The global football governing body is intensifying its commitment to gender equality by advocating for more women to take up head coaching and technical role positions traditionally dominated by men. This initiative reflects FIFA's broader vision of ensuring that women are not only visible in football leadership structures, but are actively shaping the game from the touchline. The move comes amid growing calls for inclusivity across all levels of football, especially in coaching, where women representation remains significantly low despite the rapid growth of women's game. By emphasizing technical leadership, FIFA aims to inspire a new generation of female coaches and break long-standing barriers within the sports.
The Imam of the Boya Central Mosque, flanked by a host of Muslim leaders in Boya, have officially paid a courtesy visit to Royal Television. Out of Cameroon, and according to the World Health Organization, at least 13 children have been killed following a strike on a hospital in Sudan. And in sports, we told you that in a bold and potentially transformative move, FIFA is pushing for greater gender inclusion in football by encouraging policies that promote women into frontline coaching roles. Dear viewers, we end News Hour here today. Catch you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. for another edition of News Hour. It has been a production of Ngunyi Sonita with technical assistance from David Titango, general supervision from Alaji Bubasali, and presented by me, Frida Leina. Stay tuned to more interesting programs on this dialing station. Have a good night and bye-bye from us to you.